Alright, we're back. All cleaned up now. Like I said, nice and free now. Locks up at the very end there a little bit. Not too bad, it just slows it down a little bit. There's no drag down here anymore. Okay, that part's handled. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 new gears. Taiwan teddies, you know they're good stuff. So, sharpen that knife once. It's still kind of cutting. Kind of. What was that? That wasn't the bag? Nope. What kind of package is this? Gotta do that. Get it from over here. Bag's kicking my ass. Bag inside of a bag. What's that tell you? 2 different part numbers too? Oh yeah, 2 different part numbers. They changed the part number for the same gear. So it was 0169, now it's 1223. I bet you the price went up too. Come on. Bag open. Time for a knife sharpen. Good for 2 more cuts. It'll be dull again. Oh, you're cutting plastic. Ooh, clean cut now. That was 1 good cut. I'll give it 2 more and we'll be done. Give it a sharpen it again. Everything's double bagged. I don't know what's up with this. Comes from Taiwan. They repack it again in Taiwan, or they repack it in the USA. Or does it come to China, then to Taiwan, then to USA? Who knows? Got 8 bags for 4 parts. Okay, let's see what happens here. So, first thing is, will they fit on the shaft? So, is that pump gritty, or is it? Pretty sure I cleaned all these parts off. Man, that's kind of. Yeah. It's definitely some good stuff on that. Now, the pump's clean. Gears. Got some burrs on that sucker. Got to wear the high spots in. So you got to wear it in that way. Turn 180, do it some more. Get the high spots all worn in. Of course, that gear is sharp on your finger there too. Probably wouldn't hurt to take a little sandpaper to the OD of this thing and clean it up a little bit, but usually they wear and just doing this, they burnish themselves in. There you go. That means they fit each other. There, now it's working. There's matching gear on this side. And then tight figures. Tight spot right there. Alright, kind of works. Slightly above the surface, which is good. Let's see how this one works. Ooh, that is not fitting. That one is a no-go. Kind of went in there. Now let's put our shaft in there and see what really happens. Shaft goes this direction, so put it in the same way it goes. Okay, appears to be no drag on the shaft, so that's a good sign. Okay, so that gear is working. Now this is your pressure gear, and it is it's flush. So it means when you put a 10 thou gasket on there, it's going to be 10 thou gap. Blow a lot of oil off. Not good. You need a 5 thou gasket. Luckily I have some of those. Nobody else has them of them. Okay, let's try this side here. Still got some drag in there, you got to kind of work it through. The high spots have to be worn in. Yeah, a little gritty. Alright, I think they'll work. It's not going to work is this little gear. That sucker right there is. You hear it digging in the cover. It's not the shaft because the gear goes all the way on the shaft. It's definitely snug as a. Definitely going to be a problem. It doesn't fit. So this one's going to have to be worked on. So we're going to try doing a little sandpaper on it. See if we can make it work. These other ones are close enough to burnish themselves in, but this one's not. I guess it's made for a worn out pump. We don't have a worn out pump. Mine's the problem. Okay, go down your lathe. First thing we're going to do is put it in the lathe. Slide it out as far as we can and still have it work. Worse, not better. There we go. Okay, we're going to take some sandpaper, or emery paper actually. This is fine stuff. We got 220, 180, one out. It's something. It's worn out, so it's a lot finer than normal. Hard backer. Files are good for hard backers. Put that along the edge like that, run across the teeth, and we'll cut it pretty flat. Have a little bit of pulsing because of the tooth. If it digs in, just let go. Chewing up the paper pretty good. Gear is heat treated, so it's pretty hard. You know, it's definitely taking all the sanding stuff off. See how it's making the teeth shiny on top, so it's doing what I want to do. It's taking the crap off, so that's the key. Tight. I think we're pinching the shaft a little bit. Probably because we're holding that gear there. It's definitely snug, but yeah, grease or crap in there. So it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. All right. Back over here. Pull this thing off. Things definitely don't want to come apart. There it goes. All right. Okay, that thick grease was not helping the situation at all. Okay, there you go. Now it fits in there like it's supposed to. It's all burnished in. Had to burnish the pump, had to sand the teeth and clean the goo out of the shaft. So there you go. All three things, now it works. And it appears to be not sticking up very much, so again, it's going to be a problem. Okay, let's put the other one in there and see if it fits. Put these back in there too, just for the hell of it. Okay. A couple of high spots in the gear teeth. There you go. Starting to work. Yep, getting the high spots worn in now. Doesn't look like we're going that direction. This direction's okay. It does not like this direction here. High spot in there somewhere. The teeth have to match themselves up. These ones are getting a little better. I can do it with my thumbnail now. That's good. There's some drag in there, but it's not too bad. Okay. Should work. Now you got to put it in the case and torque it down and see if it still rotates, because sometimes it binds everything all up. We got to put all the keys in there and do that, so we'll let him deal that. So I played with it enough for him. Got the things kind of fitted. They're working like they're supposed to now. So what I do is I put thinner gaskets in there until everything locks up. First I get to work freely. That's torqued. Then I take gaskets, I get thinnest ones I can in there until it starts locking the gasket up. Gear starts locking up too thin of a gasket, then you go back up a little bit, or you got to trim the gears a little bit, whatever works, whatever direction you got to go. So I still have a few different thickness of gaskets floating around, but pretty much aftermarket you only got about a thou and a half difference in those gaskets. They don't vary much. Pretty much they're around 10, give or take a half. Sometimes you get a 1, but not usually. The old gaskets are real thin, they're more like 5 thou thick, so a little different. Alright, so this should be good. Let's see if this slides on here. Okay, it slid on. Okay, so with the shaft in there, I can rotate these two gears. That's a good sign. The other ones I can't get to, so at least we know the studs are lined up. So there you go. Should be good. Should be good to go on that part. Alright, we're going to wait for some cylinder studs and then we'll be back and finish it up.